Hi everyone, Gianni here with you for TheoTrade, and today is Tuesday, June 10th, 2025. We're seeing markets creep higher ever so slowly here in the US. The S&P has really struggled to blow through last week's high. That being said, the internals of the market are still rather strong. Even though I expect this market to continue higher in time, there are some signs that the choppiness in the near term could continue. I'm seeing a lot of the stocks that have been leading kind of pump the brakes a little bit, still very much in solid uptrends, but we are seeing the NASDAQ kind of lag behind a little bit today. The Dow is flat on the day. And when I say the NASDAQ is lagging, that's compared to the S&P. Now, the good news, the most bullish news is that semiconductors and tech continue to outperform by a long shot. Last week, the best performing sector in the S&P 500 was XLK. But when I see SMH, the semiconductor ETF, do even better than XLK, it sends a very strong sign that money is pouring into growth sectors of the market, pouring into the growth story, the rebound story, and perhaps the idea that everybody just panicked way too much and way too fast back in March and April. So whether you look at names like Nvidia, which is, within spitting distance of its all-time high, I'm looking for some opportunities on the long side in this name in the not so distant future. But I've already been playing the semiconductor rally with names like Broadcom. We booked profits last week on the rally to 250, locking in a 22% gain. We then raised our stop loss, looking to let this name run to the upside because that's how you make big gains in this business, is letting your profits run and cutting your losses short. There's other tech names that have done very well for us, names like AppLove, and we booked profits on this on the rally to 410 last week. It's since come down, but we did raise our stop loss even more, but we did come away with a 31% initial profit. And we also booked profits on Netflix last week on the rally to 1260. So this is why I stress to traders how booking profits is part of risk management, because one of the toughest parts of being a trader is seeing your unrealized gains evaporate when stocks go through their inevitable and healthy pullbacks. Remember, markets move in waves. They are not linear. It's not a straight shot up or a straight shot down. So by booking profits, when stocks hit your upside targets, you're taking chips off the table and it becomes a lot easier to weather the inevitable pullbacks. And then if you have good risk reward, you can always add back to those names as well. So take a look across the rest of the Mag 7 landscape. Apple kind of flat on the day. This is what I'm talking about, is that you're seeing a lot of chop underneath the surface of the market. Google is also a name that we have long here from the live room at TheoTrade, seeing new highs on that. So we'll be talking about how to raise the stop loss and how to manage the position on Alphabet this Friday, what I like to call garbage day. Every week, once a week, we go through all the names that we've been covering here at TheoTrade in the live room to determine whether we want to hold them, fold them, walk away, or run, because there are stocks that, if they're not moving in the right direction, we don't want to get caught up in names that are not performing for us, because that is preventing us from putting that money to work elsewhere. I do like what's happening in Amazon. Even Tesla, unfortunately, it looks like we got whipsawed out of the lows in Tesla. That does happen, but I'm very, very focused and avid follower of my rules. And when the stock closes below my stop, I got to get out. And so, yeah, I might buy this back here, especially after this higher low. I don't take the losses personally, but I do know there's a lot of opportunities still in this market. Global markets around the world, China is pretty much flat on the day. You take a look at some European markets. Germany's down a little bit. Poland, which has been one of the best markets in the world year to date, solid rebound here. So that's par for the course. I am expecting that to largely continue, but there is a possibility that the dollar is going to experience a corrective rally here. I do think the trend is turning down, but even some sideways action could give the U.S. market some a bit of a window to catch up to its international peers. When I look at gold and silver, I think the odds are rising that a high of significance is imminent. I don't think it's necessarily in, probably in gold. Gold actually satisfied the upside target that we had for this year. And I'm going to be talking about the state of these markets in greater depth, together with bonds and much more in tomorrow's quarterly forecast and masterclass session, which is part of the Trinity Trade. So yeah, bonds are up today, but really off the highs of the day. And this is the $1 trillion question that we are dealing with right now: is will the bearish trend in bonds continue, or are we in a classical scenario of a contrarian play being the better option, meaning that looking for rates to come down? I will say this: what we're seeing in crude oil here is certainly testing the thesis that interest rates could come down. I have been a bear on crude oil as long as we have been below $65, $68 per barrel. And so now we are testing that level. If we get above there, I cannot stay bearish on crude oil, but we'll see. This is a logical area for a high to form. If it completes a lower high, that's going to give bonds perhaps the tailwind they need to start rallying again. I'm also very optimistic about what's happening in the crypto space. Bitcoin rebounding after a higher low within spitting distance of its all-time high. But I like Ethereum even more. If and when Ethereum gets back above 2,800, it traded above there earlier today briefly, all hell's going to break loose. I'm expecting this to rip very sharply up to the 41, $4,200 area, and then probably embark on another period of sideways activity. So it's looking strong. We're playing this name through various means, like Mara, like Hut, MicroStrategy is a holding across not just the Trinity Trade, but the $1 million challenge portfolio as well. And we've been talking a lot about ETHA, which is up nicely. Not only do I like what's happening in crypto, I still think that the quantum play is still in the cards. We are seeing this ETF close at record highs on a daily basis. That is a strong signal. Some of the names in the quantum space are just chopping around today. Names like IonQ and even Qubit was actually one of our lotto trades over in the Trinity Trade. Seeing this one up, it was up almost 20% earlier today. It did fade a little bit from its high. And I'm still watching what's going on in uranium. Pocket-sized power was a big theme that I had for stocks this year. So, the whole SMR landscape with small modular reactors, I think that's going to continue going forward. But, the big thing is now is that as long as we are seeing technology and semiconductors outperform, I really wouldn't worry all too much about these intraday fluctuations and this chop. That's really just a distraction from the bigger movement, the bigger themes going on. And those themes are that we are in a bull market and we should be back at new all-time highs. My upside target in the S&P, conservatively, and I expect it to go much higher, but I'm talking in the near term, like over the next maybe month or two, possibly even sooner, is a rally up to the 63, 63.50 area. So let's not miss the forest for the trees here. There's going to be some down days. There's going to be some volatile days. There's going to be some choppy days. Don't let that shake you out of your positions. If you're selling stocks before you either hit your target or you're about to stop out, then it probably means you're trading too big. And the best course of action would be to dial back. Remember, if you can't win small, you won't win big. This is a marathon, not a sprint. And we're in the early part of this new marathon in this new young and rejuvenated bull market in stocks. So don't fight the trend. The trend is your friend. And we'll be looking for new highs just around the corner. That's it for now, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you in the TheoTrade chat room. Take care.